right, folks, another episode of the Short Shift Podcast. This is actually episode 250. Holy shit, Andrew. Holy shit, Ian. We've done a lot of these.
Yes. How have you not killed me yet?
If we lived closer, there would be more punches to the chest, and at some point, it would take you out, I'm sure.
You almost stopped my heart that night.
Andrew, what almost took you out last night?
Pavel Zacha.
Yeah.
Breakaway.
Ooh, positive one. Oh, negative one.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, that one that took me out because when that shot went high, I'm like, oh, they're losing it.
Yeah. That would have been such a nice finish.
It would have been. But notice we can't be mad at Zacha at all because he had the 2 goals before that. And you're like, okay, I'm not gonna shit on him now for not being able to.
There's nothing to shit on him. He's been our best player since the deadline, and I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
I do think a number of our listeners were a little upset after the game because we did get 6 voicemails in total for the week.
Nice.
5 of them came from 2:00 in the morning on.
Oh, so y'all are in your feelings.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the fans speak first. And then let's just run right through these and then we'll talk. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay.
What's going on, Chodes? I don't know if I should call you guys the 3 testicles or 4, but it's Jack, and I want to talk about a couple players really quickly, other than fucking Andrew Peak and Elias Lindholm. Number 1, Mason Lowry right now. There are like few players on the ice who I want to have the puck more than Mason Lowry. Like, I find that every time I see the puck is on his stick, I breathe a sigh of relief. It's an excellent turnaround from him. Very excited. Right-handed Lowry was the answer all along. Number 2, Morgan Geekie. Right now, he has the body language of someone who does not think very highly of himself. I don't know if he has imposter syndrome or if playing with fucking Lindholm is that draining and like debilitating, but the guy does not look right. I just get him on a line with anybody else. And number 3, Hustadinov. I don't know how he's not everyone's favorite player right now. I've been schlobbing his knob all season, but Hustadinov continues to impress me, and I think more people need to be talking about it. He was an absolute steal. That's right, go Bees.
There's no W in Lowry, by the way.
Morning after everyone's lost to Montreal, and I've come to the realization that Elias Lindholm either needs to watch a game from 9-4 or a space shuttle on the moon. I've been a Elias Lindholm defender the last year. People on Twitter actually call me a Lindholm ball fondler, so that's nice. But I'm at the point now where, like, if he's hurt, if he's dealing with his back injuries again, then sit him. If he's not hurt and he's just a black hole out there, then sit him. Like, we're gaining nothing by keeping this guy out there. The contract not looking very good, obviously.
I can't even understand what he's saying. He's speaking so low.
I got him. I heard him. I think he was next to like a wild animal that he was trying to keep asleep while he was doing that.
I think he was actually playing Resident Evil, but in real life.
All right.
That's pretty
there's
valid.
another couple seconds. Let me play it.
But, like, he needs a game from the 9th floor. It's to a point where he's not just fine out there. He's noticeably bad. And he's making those around him worse. But yeah. Anyways, boys, hopefully we can turn this around and make the playoffs, because at this point, I mean, the writing's on the wall. Bruins need to make the playoffs for this year to be a success, in my opinion. But anyways, enjoy you guys' weekend, and go Bees.
Go Bees. I hope wherever he is, he's now safe and can speak a little bit louder.
What is up, Short Shift fam? This is John B. I had a question when I was looking through some of the lineups here and just seeing Geeky's name up and down, Lindholm's name up and down, and then I was seeing all of these goalie stats that both Swayman and Korpisalo, but especially Swayman, are in like the top
5 for high danger saves and things like that. And I was reminded of an old axiom: if you show me a good coach, I'll show you a good goaltender. And I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Is this changes and the buttons being pushed by Marco Sturm that don't seem to be falling the right way anymore, is what we're seeing just a goaltender saving his coach? Go Bees, except for Saturday. Fuck you guys on Saturday. And every other day, though, go Bees. Except if it means the Red Wings won't make the... it's complicated, okay? Short trip for life.
Go Bees. Can we actually stop here for a second?
Let's pause.
The first call, agree with every point about all 3 players. Just absolutely with you.
Yeah.
Second call, hope they're safe. And also, yes, I'll dump on Elias all day. I enjoy that too.
Yep.
Jobby makes a good point. Like, there's an argument to be had. I think we're a lot more critical of Sturm this year if the goaltending is even close to average. And I love that people are like, well, they have some of the most high danger saves in the league. Well, that's because the Bruins give them a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
A lot of opportunity to face those high danger shots.
What's hilarious is, as of recording, Jonas Corposalo is still 4th in the league in high danger save percentage.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane, considering?
It hurts my stomach to think about that.
I don't think that's the stat.
Yeah.
I do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I just think it's the deep fried cream cheese you had before recording.
Yeah, that could probably be that.
I do think that Sturm is getting a pass because of some of the best players being best, and we have also seen several career highs. But rookie head coach, and I'm really leaning into rookie head coach. We've seen mistakes. Mm-hmm. There's no denying the line tweaks that he's made throughout the season have often, not always, but often resulted in positive play. Mm-hmm. We've seen that frequently. So yes, I think we're less critical because of the goaltending. That's helping him out, but there's enough good there that I'm at least hopeful that he's going to be a legit coach.
I think we're also taking into account what the players are saying, especially in comparison to last year, us having a box of laundry detergent as a coach, in comparison. So you hear a lot of the players being very grateful and appreciative of how he speaks to them, how direct he is with them, and how he's always talking to them. He's always, like, not in their face, but like with them. And I think he's gotten the people manager part down, and that might be carrying him a little bit as well. But man, his defensive system's not working as well as it should be.
Yeah, and at that point, we're also talking about personnel, and which is crazy because most of these guys should be decent defenders. But boy, this just. I mean, the eye test will take you far with this team. They do a lot of dumb shit.
They do a lot of
dumb shit, and a down year from Lindholm has not been ideal for the defense.
I will say that without Jeremy Swayman, and to a very lesser extent, but he's still part of this, without Jeremy Swayman and without Jonas Korpisalo, we're competing with ourselves for that first pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another voicemail?
Yeah.
Hi, short shaft. It's fucking Shorzy. Just because I really need these fucking Bruins to give their goddamn balls a tug as soon as we get into the final fucking minute of a goddamn overtime. They fucking sky one or hit it off the crossbar, and then it goes the other way. Fucking figure it out. Puck's in deep. Puck far down ski. You gotta fucking take. You gotta fuck.
What?
He broke it.
He broke it.
We'll take the fucking points, but like, give your fucking balls a tug. And of course, we gotta hit this with the, go Bees, I guess. Fucking figure it out.
Go Bees. Thank you, Shorzy.
He said sperm, and I think that's the first time that word's ever been used on this podcast. And
really,
the voicemail just gave up for like a solid 10 seconds.
I think he might be right. I don't think sperm's in the lexicon for us. I don't think they.
I may have mispronounced sperm.
250 episodes before sperm got talked about. That's not bad. That's not too bad.
Insert the Price is Right music here.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. All right, one more.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Boys, it's a newcomer. What's up? Long time no call in.
What the fuck?
The
Never
Boston
not
Bruins are a hockey team, that's for sure. Can't seem to figure out if we're going to tank or not tank. These 1-point games are fucking killing me. Yeah, I don't fucking know. It's house money though, right? So fuck it, who cares? Red Wings got a win the other night, so made the wife happy. Not that she watched it 'cause she was asleep by 8 o'clock again. So it's just been me watching games and watching the Bruins piss away leads is always fun. So, but no, just want to call, check in. Not much to talk about. Hopefully, we'll catch wind of the postseason anyway. But yeah, keep being awesome. Love you, boys. And Andrew, I guess you're pretty cool too. All right, go Bees later.
Go Bees.
Why am I
I don't
always
know what
catching
that means.
strays?
What do you mean? He said you're cool. He said you're pretty cool.
Yeah. You got an individual shout out for how cool you are, Andrew.
You know what? I love you guys' always sunny disposition, especially you, Thomas.
Yep.
Sweet guy.
We got one more call. This one was from Tuesday after the Devils game. So let's get Tommy a minute here, and then we're gonna start talking about some interesting things. Has this team peaked, for example? But here we go.
Short shift! It's Tommy calling after the Devils' loss. One heck of an overtime, and what a sequence at the end. A really brutal way to lose.
It gets worse.
This one's just brief, and it's just to the point where it's like, can we just win a fucking game with Corpusalo in net? You know, it's just we can't run Swayman completely into the ground because he's going to be gassed, and then by the time we get to the playoffs, Swayman's going to be out of steam, and we're pretty much going to be burnt toast. So it would be great if Corpusalo just simply stepped it the fuck up. Go Bees!
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
I don't think Corpy's the problem.
Corpy, if you could just step up,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
We're gonna need you to come in on Saturday.
You were gonna.
You're the starter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you there. God, I gotta go back to that. That's a good one. I gotta
It's
go
a
watch that
fucking
again.
great movie.
It's a great movie.
It is fantastic.
I don't have many comments. The Devils loss did feel like shit, but the whole week felt like shit. So I can't even really get that hung up on how I felt after the Devils game. Like that game feels like 2 weeks ago now.
The Bruins did something that they haven't
Sure
done
did.
in a while. They certainly did. But they've done something they haven't done in a while. They had a week where they didn't lose in regulation. They had a week where our road struggles did continue, but we got 4 out of 6 points out of the road trip. And yet we still feel like utter dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive, boys.
Yeah, it unfortunately is. And 4 out of 6, again, you asked us a week ago. And I'm like, I would absolutely take 4 out of 6. You had leads in those games, though. Mm-hmm. They were tightly contested, and you didn't come out on top. And it's just, I don't know. The blowing the leads is easily the most frustrating part of it, because that is what you're supposed to be built for, which is still just I mean, it's a myth because the Bruins defense is not built it's not built to actually sustain leads. The goaltending is, and that's backed up by basically every metric.
Is this just the analytics catching back up to us? Because this team is amazingly still undefeated in regulation when leading after 2 periods. So this is a relatively recent trend.
Yeah, I mean, yes, catching up to us is, I guess, depends on how you want to look at it. I feel like we've won a lot of tight battles through the year. It's just, maybe it's just the coin flip of like you win so many 1-goal games, you're going to start losing some too. Mm-hmm. What was it? We're switching sports, but the Chiefs 2 years ago won like 9 1-score games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They went 9-0 or something like that. And then this year they couldn't seem to win a 1-score game. I just, sometimes it just flips on you.
Yeah, sure, it sure does. And I want to know if this is just the universe balancing everything out here, or are the games getting tighter and this team doesn't have the horses to adjust right now?
There's no injuries that we're really dealing with.
Yeah.
The schedule, everyone's dealing with. No one has an easily scheduled March.
Oh, if I have to hear that from anybody for the rest of the year, I'm going to lose it.
It's kind of killing me. People keep talking to me about, like, well, third game in 4 days or their scheduled loss. Like, everyone, it's the rest of the season. You can write off the rest of the season if you want, as like they're tired, but every team is dealing with this condensed schedule.
So are all three of us, but we still go to work.
Yeah, right. That's fair. I'm not really sure what to say about the current level of play because it feels so well earned by the team. The breakouts have been worse by a massive margin.
Oh, you mean well earned as in you get what you deserve?
Yeah, this is absolutely the level of results they deserve. They probably deserve worse results, honestly.
I would say so, yes.
The defensive zone turnovers are as bad as we saw last year. Mm-hmm. The power play is as bad as almost as bad as we saw last year.
You need to start making memes again.
I do, although they just scored, of course, their last game, which felt like a miracle that they were even in the zone. Because the rest of the time, they can't even get in the zone. Their entries are terrible. And I know that this is like cardinal sin to say, but if you truly cannot walk over that blue line with a puck, dump and chase. You have to get it in there and use the extra man.
I would say, I don't think this is coaching. Because I don't think any coach is telling the power play entry. This happened in the second period of the Habs game. And I think it was their third power play. It was the one after the one where they had the double minor for the high stick on Carrier. 6 times they went down the right side of the ice on an entry. 6 times. They got to the slot exactly 0 times. You would think after the third or fourth time, hey, maybe let's try another tactic. Nope.
Let's adjust.
Yeah, why don't we adjust? What's an adjustment? So I don't know if this is coaching. I think this is players. I think these are player mistakes. The coaching has to correct this now. But what's the definition of insanity? You showed the dictionary definition of insanity on that power play, and it was a perfect encapsulation, a perfect crystallization of what's been wrong with this power play since the Olympic break. 6 times they tried to enter the zone. They didn't get in once. And it wasn't, they tried different things and just the Montreal Canadiens were, adjusted their defense accordingly. They went down the same fucking side 6 times.
Yep.
What are you doing?
No, I agree with that. And it's weird because obviously, oh my God, Steve Spott. The fucking name is escaping me right now for some reason.
Steve Spott.
Thank you.
You got it, kind of. What the fuck was that?
I don't know why I wanted to say.
He had to battle a stroke to get that.
Yeah, I wanted to say Steve Ott for some reason. Like, who the hell is Steve Ott? I know that's not right. Either way,
you know who Steve Ott is.
So it's the entrances, obviously, that we're talking about, but the movement has died down a little bit, and I think it has to do somewhat with our assumed lower body strain for Pasta, although he's looked better the last game.
He had no juice against Washington.
No juice. And Geeky as well. Geeky hasn't had a lot of juice.
Geeky, I don't think is physical. Well, I mean, everybody has nicks and cuts and bumps and bruises right now.
Yeah.
Geeky has his head so far up his own ass he can lick his own brain.
Nice visual there.
That's why
that doesn't go there, right? Like that's gonna. Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anatomy's tough. The setup once
Bodies
they
are
get
gross.
in the zone is so rare that I'm actually struggling to find out if there's really even an issue with Spot's system, because I loved the movement. And it was actually, I saw a quote recently, I can't remember who said it, about like, well, there's certain risks you take when you move the puck. Last year, the Bruins
What?
the Bruins didn't move around at all last year on the power play, and they couldn't stop giving up shorthanded goals.
Hold on. Pause. There's a certain risk you take when you move.
Yes, I gotta find the quote now, because like I just saw it and I rolled my eyes and I
That
deleted
is an
everything.
astonishing quote.
I mean, I understand where someone's coming from when they're like, well, once you get into the offensive zone, if you do a lot of movement and you miscommunicate, you could turn it over. It's a fast break the other way. Not really. When it's a bunch of professional players, you're not as worried about that.
Power play. Fuck it.
Yeah, the power play seems to be the biggest struggle is just entering the zone. I am struggling to find the issue once they're in the zone because they're in it so rarely that I can't even decipher what's going on. But the movement does seem to be a little stagnant at this point. And maybe that's just teams doing better with their tape. And they've learned that the Bruins' main source of goals, obviously, is the power play. But they've learned the system a little better, and they're sniffing out their effective plays better. I don't know. At this point, every team has a ton of tape on them.
Is that just adjusting to the adjustment now at this point?
Maybe. I'm less worried about the power play just because you're supposed to go through dips. The timing sucks. But you are supposed to go through periods of the year where the power play is not humming. And it's what? We're one for our last 15, 16?
Something like that. I think
That's 6 or 7 games. It's not the end of the world.
It is because of the timing, though.
Yes, I agree with that. It's just like everything else, the timing of all of this happening is actually why we're upset. Because if the Bruins did this 2 months ago and we're farther outside the playoff picture, obviously we wouldn't put so much weight on every game.
They are 8th in power play percentage as of right now.
They were 3rd like 3 weeks ago.
Sure. Mm-hmm. They were also 29th.
Just to give you an idea, we're not 8th because we've still been effective. We are falling.
We were 29th in penalty kill, and that same token, we are now 23rd.
Yeah, there you go.
How has the penalty kill gone through this transformation where they look great, and the power play has been sapped of all of its power?
Puck luck?
Thomas?
I don't really have a real explanation for it. It's just anemic, and it's tough. If it's honestly like, no, but like seriously, like even if it was serviceable, we would be in great shape right now. But it's not even that.
Yeah, it's been feast or famine.
Yeah.
And right now there are children starving in Africa.
Name 10.
10 children?
Just a Letterkenny joke that I like. Oh, the Taco Bell belts.
Ah, very good.
No, I at the end of the day, the special teams are always going to fluctuate, and there's going to go through stretches like this. The entrances are such a concern because they're so obvious. And we have at least one player on the top unit who's been so unbelievably bad and behind the play that they're creating so many issues that's also a point to be made.
Let's have a referendum right now on that player. Elias Lindholm, what are you? And I mean, and that is a deadly serious question. What are you? What are you to this team right now?
Do you have an answer?
No. Okay. He sure as shit doesn't. Why would he? Why would I?
People keep saying like, well, maybe he's hurt again. I'm like, well, then take him out. He's been so bad that you can't leave him in the lineup. And I don't want to do a ton of Elias stuff because even the callers are like, I don't even want to talk about this guy anymore. He's been so bad. They dropped him out of the top line finally. And Minton was ass last night. He was awful. And I would still have him go through these growing pains on his top line, which I don't think is permanent home. No one thinks
Mistakes
that.
of exuberance over mistakes of diminished ability.
Right. And with everyone passing the puck into each other's skates, I'm going to forgive Minton for misplaying a couple of things as it goes right against his blade. So you watch Elias get dropped down to the third line, and all of a sudden the third line is just so not inconsequential like it had been in the past. There had been moments where the third line was pretty quiet.
The third line was our best analytic line against Montreal.
That's great. I disagree. I watched them just fall over each other the whole time. It seemed like they gave up chances almost every time they were on the ice. And once in a while, you're going to have these games that the analytics say one thing and you're like, that's just not what I saw the whole game.
Sure.
And sometimes you're right and sometimes you're wrong. That's just the way the analytics are still.
I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. I just think it's fucking hilarious.
It happens too often, honestly. It's just brutal. And the guy, whoever works with the guy, is usually their game's going to go dead, just completely dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did the caller who was trying to get away from the Titan there, from the haunted mansion there? What did he say? If he's hurt, take him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he's not hurt and playing like this, take him out. We already called up one young guy today to fill a black hole in our lineup. I would keep Fraser Minton on the top line, and this is where you're like, okay, you Elias, you're going to take a little vacation and get your mind right. Matthew Poitras, come on down.
Yeah. Yeah, something along those lines. Yep. I'm right there with you. He's been that bad. Mm-hmm. And you're going to find defenders. I like that guy was like, I've been an Elias defender for a long time, and now
he was a ball fondler.
Yeah, he was a ball fondler, which was an interesting thing to be proud of. But hey,
especially when you're whispering in that voice. I don't know if you can say that.
Yeah, I don't want anybody, man or woman, to just say ball fondler like that ever again.
There's a couple women out there that
yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, there's one or two.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. No, there's people that eventually you kind of have to change your mind on. And Elias, the back half of last year when the games didn't matter, all right, hey, hold on. He looks better. Beginning of this year, looked decent. Yeah. Well, the games really matter now, and he's fucking gone again. And it's starting to look like, oh, wait, maybe. And maybe it's injury related. I don't know. But there's at least a little bit of correlation with games mattering and him not showing up.
Yeah, I don't give a flying or grounded fuck if it's injury related. Get him out.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. It's a weird day when, like, he doesn't even look like a 3C anymore.
He's not moving. He looks he looks disinterested. That is the most damning, especially in a team like this who we've lauded for their effort all year long. The games get a little tighter, and Sturm last night swore and complimented the effort of the skaters up and down. He's the only one out there while they're trying to drag this team into a playoff spot that no one expected them to be in. He looks completely disinterested in what is going on around him.
Yep.
Cannot have that.
Not what you're looking for.
Nope.
All right, let's move off Elias because I just don't want to talk about him anymore.
Andrew Peak.
Yeah, that's better. There you go. So somebody said the reason they put him back in the lineup was because it was his birthday.
How nice of a gesture would that have been?
I'd be so fucking pissed if I was on that team and the only reason he's in the lineup is because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
We are fucking fighting for something. Can we not do this? Oh, he's so bad.
Oh my God. Also, there is an interesting conversation going on in your latest low qual that Andrew Peak isn't that bad.
I saw that comment. The guy who called me a fucking idiot.
The guy who called me overdramatic.
Oh, maybe I missed this one then. There's a different guy who called me an idiot.
Yes, there was a guy who called you an idiot, and there was another guy who called me overdramatic, saying that Andrew Peak has been unplayable, which he has been
Yes, but I don't even know what that person's argument is. Truly, like I find it difficult to believe
Are
anyone's
you ready?
watching these games.
Are you ready?
No.
His argument is that Elias Lindholm, in terms of suck per dollar, which is a metric I'm a fan of,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hell of a metric.
Yeah.
Lindholm is more of a problem than Peak is. And,
I see the logic.
No, no. Hampus.
Oh. Oh.
You need to, after the show, you need to go into your comments and come get your boys.
I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do that, actually. Thomas, thoughts on Hampus?
I mean, I already mentioned before that he's been a problem on this team. I like him, but he's been so far behind a number of plays and taking dumb penalties. That was his problem a few weeks ago. It's deeper than that. He's slow to the puck. I don't like his decision making, specifically in the back half of this season so far. And I don't have the warm fuzzies like I did last year.
It totally looked like he figured it out at some point, and
at a certain point, and then he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm somewhat comfortable with where Hampus is at, obviously, it's not good right now. The surgeries he had, and I know we keep talking about him, but we see injuries, lower body injuries like this, take more than a year sometimes to come back from.
That man's knee blew up. We cannot forget that.
So basically, I am holding out hope that next year he looks like probably not a $6.5 million defender, but I would take a $5 million defender. You know, the money spent, we got him. Like, I'm just hoping for a level of bounce back that he's just a little better, just looks a little more physically capable.
Mm-hmm.
If we start next year and he still looks like this, yeah, we're gonna have some really tough conversations.
I mean, we all asked the question last year. What would he look like healthy for a whole season? It's like, we're not really getting that answer, but kind of we are. And it's been a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to, if I see one more holding the stick penalty from Hampus Lindholm, I'm gonna do a fucking swanton bomb into a dumpster.
It's such a mental penalty because you're basically showing the world that you know that you've been beat.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate that fucking penalty. Like, look, other shit is gonna happen. Other penalties are gonna happen, but the holding the stick is just, it's an inexcusable penalty, in my opinion.
Nikita Sidorov just pointed at the speaker and went, "See?"
Yeah.
Yeah. When him and McAvoy were on the ice, and I want to say it was Brown who just tried to blow right through them, and Hampus took that penalty late because
Connor
he
Brown?
got. I think it was Connor Brown. I think that's the game it was.
A guy's knee who also exploded at one point.
Yeah, that's true. But literally, he's just trying to split the D, and Hampus is right there, and he gets to his shoulder so fast, and Hampus doesn't he has no reaction for it at all. And you sit there and go like, Hampus, that guy was going to go blow right by you without so much as a shrug if you were alone on the ice, if he didn't have to work with limited space. Like, that was just a scary moment. Like, this is how bad it's gotten, huh? Tough. Mm-hmm. Tough.
I think his lateral movement is getting better, but his push, like his strength and his speed, is just not there.
No, it's not.
So he has to adjust to his body's limitations. So many other players have done it. Can he? It's a big question.
Yeah. I do want to go back to one thing, though.
What's that?
To say that Hampus is a bigger problem than Peak right now because he makes more money in a season where it's not preventing us from adding at all.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that opinion? That's just nonsense.
No, it's objectively incorrect. And
long term, sure, you could make the argument because Peak better not be in a fucking Bruins sweater next year. I swear to God.
I think the fact that he wasn't traded signed his death warrant here. I'm dead serious. I'm serious. No takers. What?
Oh, yeah.
It's like I can't even get an asset for you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
And he's still in the lineup. Can I? Why would we not fucking put Harrison?
Harris, I think I can answer this with some form of smart sounding things.
Dude, good. Off to a good start.
I was
there.
literally off to a good start, but let's do it. Buckle up, fuckers.
Yep, here we go. Harris is an adventure in a way that Peak isn't. And this is 100% old coach brain that I think Sturm is susceptible to. Peak is the archetype of the stay-at-home defenseman. Tough defensively, can kill penalties, clears the crease. He does none of those things. But his body shows that he can, even though he doesn't, but his body shows that he can, and he's right-handed. He has a lot of factors going for him that Jordan Harris does not. Jordan Harris is an extra defenseman on his peak. At his peak, Jordan Harris is an extra defenseman. I'm totally fine with Harris not playing. I am actually fine with Harris not playing and just getting into the odd game here and there.
But are you fine with Peak playing over Harris? This is what I mean. We have a guy who's like a black hole on both ends of the ice. And also, we never seem to mention this. Peak is such a detriment offensively because every time the puck ends up on his stick in the offensive zone, he shoots. Every fucking time. It's almost always off target. It's almost always a head-high fucking missile. He barely ever passes to continue the play. He just rips it on net because he has no offensive IQ whatsoever.
Do you know
he kills every offensive possession when he's on the ice and it touches his stick?
Do you know who rips it on net at an acceptable height on the ice that leads to goals and directly led to one?
Oh,
Henri Jokiharju.
Yeah, Jokiharju, who was legitimately good in the one game he got.
I was right about him.
And they went right back to... Hold on. You were right about him versus Peak.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Okay, then I agree. No, Jokiharju had a really good game, and then they went back to Peak. And I didn't make any sense to me. And for me, that's likely a difference in the game with a game that tight.
Sturm doesn't like him.
If Sturm's a little guy gross, I'm going to hit him with a shovel.
No. I don't think it's well, it might be a little guy gross. It might be a little guy gross, but he's not little. He's 6 feet, 200 pounds.
Fair. That's, little to me, but...
Yes, you massive mountain of a man.
Little to Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas is the Viking.
Me and Ian are basically the same size.
I'm very short, which makes this hilarious.
Both just shy of 6'2" and around 200 pounds.
Yeah,
I am 5'8".
But if we stood next to each other,
on which
one
leg
of us
I stand on.
One of us is so much more intimidating than the other. I'll let the audience figure that out.
Oh, can I guess? It's Andrew.
Yeah, it's definitely Andrew.
I don't know if anything on the planet has ever looked at you and been intimidated. I'm not sure that there's a creature alive.
Yeah.
They see the walk and they're like, oh.
Yeah. Like a mosquito sees you, like, oh, that's fucking big. And then they see you walk and go, oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I hate you guys. But yeah, he's not a little guy gross thing. But if you listen to Sturm talk about Jokiharju, I want him to close on pucks quicker. Mm-hmm. I want him to play quicker. I want him to make better decisions with the puck.
We all want that, but is he able to do that, sir? That's my question.
Well, he says this about Jokiharju, but what about Peak?
Yeah. Well, Peak blocks shots, so that's,
look, they knew his birthday was coming up. They're trying to give him
the zone. What are they doing? Sorry, I had to get that out.
Can I twist this into a little bit of a positive?
Yeah.
No.
Please.
Brunei is a Boston Bruin next year. 100% he is on the Boston Bruins out of camp.
He's been a monster for Providence this year.
And Lorai looks like he's going to be a staple on the right side, just based off of the recent results.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm good with it. I don't care. I don't care what mojo is happening. I don't care what witchcraft. I don't care who he had to kill. You look good, bud. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing.
How on fucking earth did this happen?
I literally don't have an answer. And look, it's not perfect. He got beat off the wall by Texier and Texier went right to the net past him, like just immediately, and it was a 1v1.
Texier is pretty fast.
He is pretty fast.
He is also French.
So bad apologies. So it was just poor defensive positioning in general by Lorai, and he's never going to be a great defender. We know that, but the offensive game has still been there and been scary in moments, like in a good way scary.
Can I push back on the defense a little bit?
But the defense has been good. I'm just saying he's never going to be a great defender.
Okay. Somebody, and I think it's Sturm, at some point, and I think this is why I give Sturm some latitude here. Somebody reminded this boy that he's 6'5", like at some point, because he's finally using his size defensively. He's not just waving his stick. He's still getting beat because he's very average agility. Like he can move and he's very fluid, but he's very average agility, average speed. He's gonna get beat. But he uses his size so much better than he ever has. I don't know what the difference is on the right side. I don't know if it's, maybe he has a split second more to make decisions with the puck. I don't know if if he's more comfortable on the right side because he can keep the puck on his hip and just survey a little quicker. I don't know what it is, but keep him on the right side and don't trade him. Don't trade him unless you get your dick blown off.
Yeah, if you have hey, we're getting a true top pairing right-handed defenseman out of this trade, okay, bye, Lorai. But
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're pretty happy with he didn't get moved and immediately looks 200% better on the defensive end. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'll take that.
Yeah, this change has been going on this change in his game has been going on for a while now. So. Yes,
it's been at least we were creeping into the Olympic break where there was some improvement, and then out of it, it's just been better. Yeah, just been so much better.
Oh, I love silly side Lorai.
Yep. And when he has the puck in the offensive zone, one of the callers said this. The level of confidence that the puck's going to get to the net front goes way up. Meanwhile, Hampus can't stop shooting into the first guy in front of him. It's killing me. That's a huge pet peeve for me. Peake's just going to send
Jeremy Lauzon syndrome, right?
Yeah, Peake's going to send it at everyone's chin. McAvoy's going to score. We love that. He's been fucking unbelievable offensively. People are still shitting all over him, though.
Yes. Yeah.
It's tough.
Charlie McAverage. Fuck you.
Yep. Zadorov has been a weird. Zadorov, I think, is hurt. I think Zadorov is legitimately in pain out there.
Yes. Thomas, what do you think?
Lorai's been hurt, Zadorov has been hurt for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
He's too much of a warrior to get pulled off the ice, but I think at this point we have a number of players who are probably playing at 70%.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And I would like to think that they're mostly offensive because that seems to be where more of the problems are. But I think it's across the board. And I think Zadorov is definitely in that camp. It's going to be another thing where we end the season and then we find out, this guy was playing with a torn labrum or something it's
like his arm was hanging off of his shoulder.
I don't know what's hobbling him necessarily. It could be a mixture of things, but we've talked about it in the last couple of weeks that it seems like Pasta's battling something. The only one who looks healthy is McAvoy, and he's the one who keeps getting fucking destroyed in the face. He seems to be body-wise the healthiest defender that we have right now.
Well, he's been practicing, so he's used to the contact at this point.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Zadorov is definitely banged up.
Yeah,
Hampus is definitely recovering.
Yeah.
I don't want to give excuses to guys, because we need to be finishing these games, and if we have healthier bodies that we can potentially bring up, by all means, let's fucking do it. But is that why Peake is still here? Is Peake is just healthy, and it's 100% of Peake is maybe better than 65-70% of somebody else? I don't know the logic. I don't know what's going on.
I think 100% of Peake is not Good.
Yeah. Every inch of that man sucks. It does look like
Good
there's...
pull of a quote from Andrew Peake's wife.
That's a compliment in that context. Right? Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, we'll move on.
It does look like we're going to see a lineup change, though, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this?
Well, walk us through it, Andrew.
Lucas Reichel.
That is not walking us through it. That's just saying the name.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
I know.
You
Okay.
could have Reichel is Lucas, Lucas is Reinhorn type thing. Like you could have given us
Einhorn's
some level of that. I don't know enough about Reichel to be that mad about it.
He is German.
Yeah, Reichel. That's pretty fucking German. Yeah.
Yes. First round pick of the Chicago Blackhawks a few years ago. Started the year in Chicago with 4 points in 5 games, and Chicago went, ew, no, and traded him to Vancouver for a fourth.
Mm-hmm.
He played 18 games with Vancouver and had 1 assist. Good job there. But everybody in Vancouver is drowning right now. That team is actively tanking. There's no way they aren't. And
Rossi looks so good over there, by the way.
yeah. But other than that, Adam Foote's over his head. Or he's has his foot in his mouth.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah, that was tough.
But he goes to the Bruins for a 6th round pick. I'm laughing at my own joke. He goes to the Bruins for a 6th round pick. Goes to Providence. Looks good. And is now emergency call-up for the left wing because the two-headed monster of Steves and Asimont are currently eating their own tail.
Yes.
Will there be an actionable difference between Steve's Asimont and Lucas Reichel? Who the fuck knows? But thank you for making something resembling a change.
And it had to happen, right? Like that's the one position on the ice where you just go, we're getting nothing. Not defensive end, totally different conversation. But as far as the forwards, we're getting absolutely nothing out of this position. And we have the option of calling someone up on a cheap deal because there's no player limit right now. As long as you can fit them under the cap, you can call them up.
Yep.
Time to take a look. And even if he was to go back through waivers for some reason or whatever, no one really cares. We gave up, you said a 6th, right?
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
If anyone even grabs him, because he's already passed through waivers once this year.
Yeah. This is, you know what this is? It's Oliver Wahlstrom last year. You take a shot on a, I don't want to say disgraced because that sounds awful, but you take a shot on a burned out first round pick and see what happens. See what they got.
Yep. Now, if you say Oliver Wahlstrom, I think everyone just went, oh, okay.
Yeah, you just killed any excitement that anybody could have mustered up.
Yeah. Effectively, though. Good job. That was if you should be one thing, it's efficient, and that was efficient.
Yeah, efficient and realistic.
Yeah, that's what you got to be. But it's the same kind of shot you take. It's a flyer.
I have no issue with this. Mm-hmm. My question is everyone's question. Does this affect Patra, who had 2 goals tonight, by the way, in the AHL? Mm-hmm. Does this affect Patra? Does this have a ripple effect through other prospects? Why wasn't it somebody else? Yada, yada, yada. I like to lean at this point. I think we've all said this throughout the year. No one has forced their way up. So they were like, this is the new guy. Let's take a look.
No one's forced their way up. And you brought up Patra specifically. Let's do away with the idea that he's ever playing wing. They needed a wing. I don't know what they're going to do with Elias Lindholm. $7.75 million. Is there an edict in the front office? You have to play this guy unless he's dying on the ice. He's dying on the ice. Get him out of there. But they're not going to bench him right now. The problem area right now, the biggest problem area in the Forge right now, as we speak, is third line left wing. Steves, who just signed a 2-year extension at cheap money, but still money that is not fully variable next year, has played 4 games since signing that 5 games, since signing that contract. 0 goals, 0 points, 0 assists. We have played far more than 5 games. there is an issue at that spot that we need to take a look at right now. It's more urgent. So no, I don't think it has a ripple effect. And plus, we've tried Merkulov. I don't think he's not long for this organization. He might not be long for American hockey. North American.
By his own
hockey.
choice.
What? By
his own choice would be my guess.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to easily transition into an assassin.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but I respect it.
Yeah, accurate for sure.
No smile.
He's a villain from Die Hard. Just 25 years too late.
Nakatomi
But that's the thing. It's in the reboot. He would play like the son of the villain. And, yeah.
Do you think Merkulov would be a good actor?
No.
Georgie Gruber.
Merkulov would be like the WWE type actor where it's like you fit this very specific role and that's it. We can't use you in any other way because it would actually require you to act.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also read this line. Oh God, that was so awful. Print it anyway. I've watched my share of WWE movies at of my time. Oh my God. You'd think they'd be better actors. Anyway.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Do they not act on TV every week? In front of thousands of people?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Are they acting?
Wrestling's fake. No, it's predetermined. But no, we already know what Merkulov is. Who would be our other option? I
think Patra was the option. Lisel, we just have to let go of that.
He is currently out
thing this year.
Yeah.
That's right. He's injured again.
It was Patra.
Well, this time he was injured because he got his bell rung.
Yeah. It was Patra. It was Lutz Smells. Lutz Smells is out for the year.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been him if he didn't get hurt?
Yes, 100. Well, no. The Reichel deal happens. It's going to be Reichel. They want to take a look at the 23-year-old to get him up that they just acquired. Like this also makes sense just from a let's see what he really can be at the NHL level. Mm-hmm. They have a ton of tape on him in other areas, but again, we said this when we traded for him. He was in two organizations that have some of the least structure to their locker rooms and their on-ice play. It is genuinely hard to analyze his play through that. I don't think he looks good at the NHL level in games that I've seen him. There's no reason not to do this and just to see for a game or two.
He does have raw skill.
Who knows? Maybe he hits a stride, he earns a couple extra games, and he looks good. Who knows? But I don't think he's going to do anything up here that... I don't think Patra would do anything up here that Reichel wouldn't have been able to do as well. It's just where we landed.
So, where do you fall on the Patra discussion at this point?
He's getting extended. He's an RFA. He's either getting extended or traded. And they're going to really consider him next year during camp. That's kind of where I'm at. He might see some games this year. I'm trying to see. Yeah, Reichel's an RFA too. This might also be like, hey, we know what Patra is. Do we want to even extend Reichel? Do we want to qualify his offer? Mm-hmm. They have more decisions to make on Reichel than they do Patra because they're going to either trade or extend Patra. Like they're not just going to let him not qualify him and let him walk.
Right. I don't think it has a chain reaction effect. All this to say, I don't think it has a chain reaction effect.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. It's a good question though. But I think the only way that Patra sees ice at this point is if the organization has the cojones to bench Elias Lindholm or to tell Elias Lindholm, your back is hurt. You're going to sit for a couple weeks.
I don't think it's that specific for why we would see him, but as far as this season goes, it's going to be injury reliant.
I meant for this season. Next season, other ball game.
Yeah, they're not benching Elias anytime soon, unfortunately.
Yeah. Even though his play is begging for it.
It's so bad. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. Tough.
What else do we got?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Rizzo's dead. Sorry, no. Rizzo's traded. We traded Massimo Rizzo.
Did you just have that at the ready?
I was waiting to talk about Rizzo. Full name,
Massimo
please.
Rizzo.
There you go.
The Massimo Rizzo era is over. After how long was he with the team? 4 days. Traded to Nashville with Dalton Pancroft for something called a Marvin Nutter. Narvin Mutter.
You mixed it into Marvin Nutter.
Nutter is a wild last name, Andrew.
But that's not even his name. It's Narvin Mutter. It's not Marvin Nutter. That's a normal name, normal-ish name.
None of this is normal, but you somehow made it fucking worse.
That's what I do, baby. They opened up a roster spot, I think, for the 50 contracts. I think that's all this trade is. But I know a lot of people who were very high on Dalton Bancroft, and he did nothing once he got to Providence.
Yeah, he really didn't. This is another nothing burger of a there's just AHL guys swapping around.
I just like the fact that we got a guy named, what's his name? Let's see, Narvin Mutter.
You said it enough. I figured you'd have that off the dome, but all right.
I keep wanting to call him Marvin Nutter.
I understand why.
Yeah, see, you get me.
I get it
somehow. How do you get
me? Let's talk about it.
For some reason, I think of Anastasia right now, right? Like a little. Guys, do you feel like there's any extra judgment that's going to come Sweeney's way if the Bruins fall out of the playoff race?
I think there's two answers to that. Should it? No. Will it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. I want to get your guys' take on that, though, in your personal opinions. Right now, as we are sitting here, the Boston Bruins are in the first wild card spot. Nothing really changed standings-wise in tonight's games. The only game that had any real consequence was the Caps and the Sens, and the Caps whooped on the Sens tonight 4-1.
The Sens might. There's still 15 games left for them. It's only 5 points, but that's just a huge difference in records.
But that was a huge loss they just had.
Yeah, it's in regulation. That's tough for them.
What is this season a success? Like, don't grade the season. Is this season a success right now?
Yes, for 3 reasons. Fraser Minton, Kuznetsov, and Lohrei. All 3 of them look like real pieces to be on this team in varying roles.
Development.
It looks good. They do look good. Lohrei, obviously, more recent on that, but I love Kuznetsov. I love watching that kid play. He's a blast to watch. Is he going to pot 30 goals ever in his career? Probably not, but man, do I like watching him play. I love the way
this might be his ceiling, but I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, as a third line guy, I would love that. He just happens to be playing on the first line right now.
Yeah.
And Fraser Minton, again, maybe he's just a 3C, but he's going to be a damn good one for a very long time. I really like some of the development from some of these younger guys.
Minton is stable as hell. Last night was maybe his worst game of his professional career so far.
Yeah,
and think about that.
And it wasn't even that egregious. Like it wasn't great.
Pretty bad.
But I mean, like, it wasn't like get him the fuck off the team bad. Which there's a number of players that we've looked at and said that after multiple games.
Yep. But you're also this is a second game at Montreal this year. He's technically a rookie, right? 21 years old. But
yes,
this is a huge game. With the weight of the rivalry, he's the number 1 center for the team. The lights are bright. I just, if this was going to be a poor performance from a couple of the young guys, who could fucking blame them? This was, that crowd, incredible. Like, just loud, and it just gave you the chills listening to it. So I've got a lot of excuses for Minton right now.
I fucking hate that the Montreal Canadiens top down. That team's an electric factory.
Yeah, they're awesome. I hate them, but that team's so fun to watch.
It's so fun to hate them again.
Yeah, God, did they give up the slot easily though? They need to work on some defense, but and that goaltending is gross. Dobish had a good night, obviously, but that goaltending has not been good this year.
Jacob Fowler is going to be a star. Mark my words.
I think he will be too. It wouldn't be the first time a young Montreal goaltender impressed early though, and then fell out of favor.
Whoever could you mean?
Montembeau, why?
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I thought Montembeau was going to be good. I was clearly wrong about that.
Yeah, so were the Canadians. They signed him to that extension.
Yeah, true.
These are voodoo.
Goalies are voodoo. What else we got?
James Higgins is a Final 10 nominee for the Hobey Baker.
Fantastic. Love to see it.
Love to see it. Get over here.
He'll get a couple of votes. He's not going to win it, but
No,
he'll get a couple.
It's largely because the team's not good enough.
It's a mixture of that. He's also like the team itself. The last 2 weeks has been pretty shit.
They put a whooping on Maine the other night.
Yeah,
they
but
did.
they needed to do that just to save face. They've struggled lately, and not to say that that's Hagen's fault or otherwise, but it's honestly it's a two player race. But
Yeah.
I'll be very surprised if McKenna or Plante doesn't win this. So.
The fact that
But
he's
yeah,
Final
just the
10
fact that
is-
he's there is fucking awesome, and I'm on record as saying I wouldn't care if he played one more season down there. I don't think it's going to happen. I certainly don't think it's going to happen now. Yeah, fuck it. Let his season end down there, and bring him in. Why not?
The very definition of fuck it, we ball.
Do you think he breaks camp next year with the big club, or do you think he breaks camp with Providence? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but where
It
are
feels like
you
the
at
answer's
right now?
different every week.
It is because we're different every week.
Hold on, we're still talking about Higgins?
Yeah.
That answer for me has never changed. He's a Boston Bruin.
Yeah.
I actually now for this year I have switched over to burn a year as ELC. I don't give a shit. Bring him on up.
That is what you said a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you're consistent with that, so I'm good with that. I also tend to agree.
I'm in the get him up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need him up here right now, but if he does, I would assume that means that we're pretty much out of it and we just want to take a look. But I've said this about so many different players, like Providence players last year. It's like, bring them up. Let's take a look. And they just fucking don't. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see Higgins until fucking a month into next season. So
Oh my God.
who the fuck knows?
Don't put that evil on me.
Oh, you almost have to go reverse curse over here. And just say, you know what? I don't want him up here until the deadline in 2027, and then maybe
You know
we'll break
what?
camp.
I don't even want him.
Yeah, I don't even want him.
I want him.
Yeah,
Yo.
I think you need to whisper it.
I want him. Oh, it's worse. God,
Yeah.
it's so
no
much
matter what,
worse.
it's not great.
No.
No matter what.
Yeah. 19 years old.
Like being chased by a monster.
All right, predictions. Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Last week, rough for me. Didn't get the results.
For the first time in months, by the way.
Yeah. But I didn't like get swept out. I
Always a
snuck
good
one
sign.
dub in there. Shockingly, you guys both went 2-2. I went 1-3. So the standings are super fucking tight. Ian's in the lead with 37 wins. I got 36 wins. Andrew's right there at 35 wins. So we are fucking tight as we are entering this back corner of the season and the schedule itself. This is week 20. We've got the Jets tonight. We've got the Wings in 2 days.
Oh.
We have
huge.
we have 2 days off before the Leafs. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Also-
play the Sabres immediately the next night.
Also, did you know we don't have a back-to-back games at home for the rest of the year?
Well, you have it down that we do. You have it down to Leafs and Sabres at home. So which one of those is road?
That would be,
Immediately call him on it.
I believe it's the Leafs. Don't leave that in.
He would be wrong. We're on the road for Buffalo.
Whoops. Sorry.
By the way, who would have guessed that just removing the actual scores of the predictions would really help Andrew stay in the race?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. The numbers guy, by the way.
Yeah.
So we got Jets
I also
tonight.
don't know where Buffalo is, apparently.
Point to it on a map for me, bud.
And I'll point to Cape Cod.
This is just a quick little side story. So one of the gifts I got for a high quality fiance for her birthday was a world map that you can put pins in. It's a little cheesy, but we've been traveling more and we wanted to do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And she found out really quickly how fucking stupid I am.
How did she... Wait, hang on.
She's just like, well, you put some pins in it. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And she's like, why not? I'm like, because I couldn't figure out where on the map I'm supposed to put them. Geography is like my worst subject. It's really bad. And I swear for a second she was like, I am marrying this man.
Ian.
Yeah.
I can tell you, from the years that I've known you, that thought has crossed her mind more than that. For more than a moment.
Sadly enough, while I said that, I was thinking exactly what you were saying there. It's like, she probably thinks that a lot. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. My wife thinks the same thing.
My wife adores me. But
it's because he's so intimidating.
That's right. The Jets are one of the most mid teams in the NHL right now. They have been a letdown coming off of what they were able to put together last year. Number of reasons why. We don't have to get into it. Just know that this is a fucking dub at home tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go with dub too, because it has to be. You can't string 3 losses together at this stage. You've got to get a win here.
And let's do it in fucking regulation.
Yeah.
I'm done watching this team in overtime.
Yeah.
I'm completely done with it.
I want a 3-goal win. Yeah.
I would love 3 goals as well. But
the game before this was before the Devils game, the episode before, I was like, I just want one blowout win for the Bruins that I can just be like, this was fun the whole time.
Yep.
And then we took a 2-0 lead, and I was like, yes, thank you. Shouldn't open my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we took 2 separate leads against Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Terrified about predicting the Wings game, by the way. Terrified.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. Andrew, let's kick it off with you, bud.
Oh, fuck you. Red Wings are frauds, dub.
You have stuck to your guns on that. You really, all year, no matter how good or bad they've looked, you've called them frauds. To Jambi's face, no less.
Yes. And I will continue to do that until they prove me otherwise. They have yet to prove me otherwise. Dub.
Jambi's not that short, is he?
No, Jambi's big. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
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 He can't hurt me more than God already has. Dub.
Can I take him?
I think you could take him because I think you have a level of malice that he doesn't.
No, we're gonna be a tag team.
You guys would be a scary fucking tag team.
Jambi, you heard it here. Tag team champs at the next dev camp.
The mega powers explode.
I have this as it feels like a loss.
That will be maybe the biggest loss of the season.
We're due for that biggest loss of the season.
I'm gonna go with.
We just had one.
I'm gonna go with a win. I'm gonna go with a win.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a win. Fuck you, Jambi.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we know who the first opponent is. Lee.
Can Andrew be my tag team partner?
I believe that's
Andrew at
called-
best is the ref that immediately gets knocked out by like the lightest punch, and he just lays there for 14 minutes and lets the match develop.
Hey, Thomas. Thomas. If anything, my years of watching wrestling have taught me how to sell.
Yeah.
There you go. I could make a meaner joke. He's the Make-A-Wish kid, and I am John Cena.
Jesus Christ.
Nope. Yep. I'm Connor for the Cure here. Maple Leafs.
Oh my God. You guys.
To be fair, I did say it was meaner.
Yeah.
I am going to go with another dub against the Leafs.
I feel like this has to be a dub.
I actually have a loss.
No. Yeah.
This feels like Steve Dangle finally getting some happiness in his life. Wait, can I change my answer?
Yeah, he would be happy with the Leafs winning that, even if it fucks up the draft pick. Like, I think in the moment he would still be, you know what, this is worth it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm predicting a loss because I think that's the one Corpy goes in.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're definitely right. Actually, why would it be the reverse? Yeah.
Yep. Any quick thoughts on the Austin Matthews injury?
I think Paros is full of shit when he says he sweats over these decisions. No, you don't, dude. You literally, you think of the amount of games you can give where the Players Association won't fight you. All you're trying to do is save the league money. That's it.
Yeah.
That was one of the most awkward media availabilities I've ever seen.
Also, super intentional. That hit was 100% intentional.
Yeah, he stuck his leg out. We can all see it.
In a meaningless fucking game. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's Gudas, though. Like, that's been his MO for a long time.
Yeah.
5 games. Like, fuck off. Fuck off 5 games. He should have gotten an in-person hearing. Do your job.
Ian, how are you feeling about the Sabres game?
So I am fairly certain I'm batting 1,000 on these takes this year. When I say I've got a terrible feeling about this game, I have a terrible feeling about this game. That's not only a loss. This is going to be a fucking blowout. And it's not because I think the Sabres are some juggernaut. Don't get me wrong. I think they're good and I think they're fun. This one's going to be there's something wrong about this game. I don't know what it is. I feel awful about it. I said that about the Sharks game. Like, I don't feel good. I was the only one who put a loss there, and boy, was it a loss.
Sabres are 9-1 in their last 10. They lead the Atlantic.
Yep. They have lost 6 games in regulation out of the last 30, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Very good.
Yeah, I just did a bit about them. It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way we lose a close game. I'm going with a loss, but I feel like if we win, we sneak by them. But I agree with you. I feel like this is going to be a loss, and it's probably not going to be a fun one to watch. Because it's also the last game that we're going to call before we record episode 251, and we can't have nice things stepping into recording days.
No, that's not fair.
I don't know the last time I was in a good mood the day that we record.
Oh. Do you leave recordings in a good mood at least?
For the most part.
Depends on how much time Andrew
hanging
talks.
up on you always puts me in a great mood.
Hell yeah.
Every time.
Hell yeah.
I think we get our dicks beat in.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going for the swing. Dub. Sabres are due for a clunker. They haven't had one in a long time.
They're going to have one the game before this game, and they're going to take it out on us. Guaranteed.
Never let it be said that we're pessimistic on this one.
Thomas, don't be the shit in my cut, sir.
Okay.
Back to your open wounds, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me what to do.
Valid. I'm fair.
So no, I'm predicting a dub because A, I'm feeling an upset, and B, I'm going for the swing in the standings. It's too cobbled together. And the last time I did it this way, it worked.
You know, what I've seen a lot of right now, because there's a very real possibility that the Bruins are facing the Sabres in the first round if they make it. Like that's very much on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a lot of people being like, I would love to play the Sabres. They're still the Sabres after all.
Don't know.
That's a bold take right now is all I'm trying to say.
Sabres are about to make the playoffs for the first time in fucking 3 decades. And this is a hungry hockey city, and this is a hungry team with nothing to lose.
Oh, the Sabres home games will be must-watch TV as long as they're in it. Those crowds are going to be nuts.
I'm going to say this genuinely, if we do play them in the playoffs, there is a very good chance that I try to go to a game up in Buffalo as opposed to in Boston.
Damn, that would be the first. Ooh, if it's a second round, though, I get back from Italy on, like, April 20th or something. So I need the Bruins to go on a run. They need to make it to the second round. But in second round, Sabres, talk to me. I might try to take the trip.
Yep.
They're really fucking good. How must Kevin Adams feel right now? That's basically his team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, that's kind of how hockey works. You could have built it, but
he did build it.
I mean, yeah, he builds it, and then he gets shoveled out the door right before they hit their stride. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just saying that the league history is full of these situations, and then people like to argue about who actually deserves. People still argue that the Tampa stuff is all Yzerman, and Breezeball hasn't done anything, and Breezeball's actually been really good.
Breezeball's name is on the cup, is it not?
Yeah, sure is.
Those are his teams.
Yep. Yep, and I mean Detroit's almost back, so hey, Yzerman's the Yzer plan.
Rods.
It'll be fun.
It's really, really funny to watch a young prospect that they gave up on absolutely punk out the Colorado Avalanche the other night. They traded Elmer Soderblom to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he toyed with the Avalanche the other night.
Yeah, he was good. Guy's a beefy fucking player too.
6'8", 252 pounds.
Yeah. Every time I saw him, I was just like, God, there are certain players you watch and you go, I don't think I'd get on the ice with that guy.
Him and Justin Brazeau are on the same line.
They were all of this. What broadcast were we listening to? They complimenting Brazeau for like an hour and a half. Has Brazeau really turned into some stellar stud of a player that I just have not been tuned into? No. He said about the Pittsburgh Penguins who have 16 overtime losses. Am I reading this right? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yep. Nope. You are reading that correctly.
No wonder this is still in it. Holy.
Yeah. They just lost another overtime to Carolina.
Yep. Crosby's return, and they lose it to Carolina in OT.
Yeah, I really needed them to win that. My fantasy matchup is not going well in the first round at all. Hey, guys, I had red curry for dinner, and it was delicious. It was fantastic.
Red curry.
I now need to leave.
Do you have a closing thought?
Go Bees!
Okay.
That's all I got time for. See ya!
Also, get fucked Rangers, go Bees.
Go Bees.